Hello. This is a combination energy medicine, Reiki, and body talk session for letting go of anxiety, worries, deep subconscious fears, and for relaxing into the comfort, protection, and guidance of your higher self. Begin by finding a comfortable place to lie down and close your eyes. Place a hand on your heart and a hand over your low belly. Take a moment to just breathe. Feeling into your hands, feeling them rise and fall with every breath. Notice any areas of pain or tension within your body. Take your awareness to them and rate them on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being you're aware of it, and 10 being you're fidgeting with pain and trying to find a comfortable place. Once you've noticed and rated all of the areas of tension in your body, I want you to imagine a cloud of any color in front of you. Walk up to this cloud and reach a hand out. Does your hand go through it? Does it stop? Does it go into it and then stop? Do you want to play with the cloud? Giving your imagination permission to play. Perhaps you walk all the way through the cloud, or you jump on the cloud. As you allow your imagination the freedom to play, it's supported by your logical brain's ability to recall senses. So if a cloud doesn't immediately come into your visual, engage your other senses. What would the cloud feel like on your skin? What temperature is it? What's the texture on your skin? Does it make any noise when you walk through or jump on it? Begin to try and engage your sense of sight again, imagining what the cloud would look like, how big it is. As you stand next to it, is it taller than you, or is it a smaller cloud? Can it change sizes? As you take a deep breath, is there a scent on the air around or in the cloud? Find a place to relax either on or around the cloud. Give yourself permission and imagine yourself just relaxing in your mind's eye. Feel yourself supported as you bring imagination into reality. Feeling yourself reclining, supported, whatever it is you're resting on as you receive this session. The first thing that's coming up through Body Talk is a permission. And this is a really beautiful gift that we give ourselves. This is ourselves giving ourselves permission. This particular permission is around letting go of the old and outdated within me. So as you say that to yourself, I give myself permission to let go of the old and outdated within me. Really feel your hand resting on your heart here. And your other hand on your belly. Just breathe and repeat that, noticing if you have any areas of tension that come up that are new, or perhaps kind of reignite and breathe into them. Repeating, I give myself permission to let go of the old and outdated within me. And I'm tapping this in for everyone listening as you just connect with your heart, breathe, and repeat that statement to yourself. Remember, you are giving yourself permission. If you're having a hard time believing yourself, you can write this down and put it someplace where you will see it and make a note to repeat it to yourself. I give myself permission to let go of the old and outdated within me. Good. I'm going to continue on in BodyTalk, balancing a body vibe axis, which is in the environment. This is two areas within the body who need to have a direct connection made. Perhaps there's a message or some support. That's what's coming in. This is a support. So with these two places within the body, it's going to be the heart, the organ of the heart, and the general body tissue of connective tissue. So the heart and the connective tissue are being connected to have a deep conversation. There's the consciousness of support and the emotion of shame coming in. Knowing that shame keeps us, it makes that emotion, that experience, whatever it may be, that created the emotion of shame within you, makes it sticky. So it hangs around. And when within this session, we're bringing in the support needed as a solvent, to dissolve that stickiness so that that shame can move out. This is linking to a Sidri, which offers support on all levels, from the atomic to the subconscious, to the energetic, to the emotional, to the physical. And this particular Sidri is going to be within the reptilian brain in the sacrum. So the reptilian brain is the brainstem and the entire spinal cord and all the peripheral nerves. So this is the peripheral nerves that innervate through the sacrum. And there is another consciousness of support coming in here. And the sacrum really is that bone that supports our entire spine. It's in between the two hip bones or ilium. And it is what the spine sits on. It's often there's a concept of time coming in here. It's like, it's about time. Across the sacrum and into the low back and hips is where a lot of us can feel tension. And interestingly enough, the particular tension will often arise from feeling unsupported, misunderstood, like you don't belong, or like you don't fit in, that you're not liked. And any of the times throughout this life experience where you either witnessed that or were a part of it on either end. This then links into all of the reciprocals of the body, both the intrinsic reciprocals and the extrinsic reciprocals. And the job of the reciprocals is really communication to maintain the physical tensegrity or integrity due to tension of the body. So physically, this is our posture. This is how we hold our weight, our center of gravity. There's a lot of different factors to this. Intrinsic, so within, this is also how the organs are held. The Wei Qi field and the meridians rely on the reciprocals to be imbalanced in order for that interdependent support for their role in the body-mind of flowing. Within the reciprocals, we're looking at their ability to communicate, but there's an emotion of hesitancy coming in here. This is then linking into the gut brain. So we have the three brains: the head brain for facilitating, for thinking, the heart brain for feeling, the I am presence for communication throughout the body and storage, and the gut brain, our instinct, our intrinsic brain. A beautiful brain that helps to break down our experiences and nourish us with them, and helps us to sort through what supports us and let go of what doesn't. And perhaps something supported us for a long time, but now it's not. It brings in the emotion of grief here, of celebrating what was and allowing what now is. There's some support here coming from the heart brain and the head brain to the gut brain. And I don't think I'll pronounce it correctly, but it was an article, a post I saw about this African community that when someone has lost their way, they're feeling depressed, or perhaps they stole something, or they are not being their best self, this village puts them in the center and they surround them. And they remind them who they are, not with shame, but with love. They build them up. They tell them all the times they touched their lives. They made a difference. They thank them for being them, authentically them. There's a repair that happens within that person that then ripples out into the relationships throughout the community. That's what's happening internally with the head brain and the heart brain surrounding that gut brain. There's a link here to the root chakra, and it's actually going deeper into the root chakra, into the sub, and it is the root of the root, which represents the deepest level of safety for the body-mind. There's a cleansing here of any energetic cords that pull you off of your center. This is reconnecting then to that thing that started this whole formula, and that was the Vivaxis, that core line of energy, core line of communication from the heart to the connective tissue. So clearing any energetic cords that are not yours, that are not serving you, that are draining, and letting those go. And we're going to tap this in. So have you place a finger inside your belly button. And you're going to go all the way around your belly button, just noticing, all the way in a full circle around the belly button. Chances are you found at least one spot where it felt a little bit different. Maybe there was tension, maybe there was pain. It just felt different. Start to move back around your belly button again until you find that spot, and hold some gentle pressure in the navel towards that spot. Place your other hand on your heart and breathe very deeply in and out. ahead and release your belly button and just relax for a moment. Just noticing any shifts. So we're going to stay within body talk, and this time we're going to balance switching. This is a nervous system reset. I also think of it as like a reboot. We just did a lot to balance the nervous system, and now just like when you do a really big software upgrade, your computer needs to restart in order for all of the optimization of that upgrade. So that when we balance switching, that's what's going to happen. As the nervous system resets and we have full optimization of all of the items that we've balanced and the formulas. This is linking to a reset of the natural consciousness of the kidneys. This allows the kidneys themselves to be really fully reset, revitalized, and reconnected to like the healthiest version of them. And our kidneys are responsible for filtering of our blood, for sorting pure from impure. This is within our thoughts as well. And it's responsible for generating our chi, our life force, so that we feel vital, strong, we feel like we have energy. So when we reset the natural consciousness, then it really clears out anything that could have been drawing off of your life force energy, your chi. It brings it all back to you, all of your energy back to you, all of your life force back to you. Filtered so that it's the healthiest it can be. This will link to belief systems that you may hold that are no longer supporting that. And so there's a release here of any belief systems that support being a victim or feeling disempowered, or any belief systems around abuse or corruption. There's a resource coming in of clarity, and I'm hearing the statement that Steve Noble will say a lot on his meditations, and it is, let them have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Let their minds be open. Let them have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. So it's clarity. So we'll balance this by placing 2 fingers over the eyes. Just very gentle pressure here. The weight of your fingers is enough. You don't need to press. Because there is some pressure on the eyes, you might notice some color bursts. And I want you to breathe very deep here, in through your nose. And then sigh out with an open mouth. Release. Deep breath in. We're going to do that a total of 3 times. Take your fingers now, tracing down your face to your collarbone. You'll go approximately 3 fingers below your collarbone onto your chest muscle. And just begin to massage here. You may notice that one side is more tender than the other. This is the intersection of several meridian lines, one being the kidney. This is also an acupressure point, and I cannot remember what it is off the top of my head. Breathing. Deep breath in, sigh out the mouth. Good. Just rest a hand on your heart, hand on your low abdomen, and just breathe. Let your breathing return to normal. Now we'll take our awareness back into our body as we feel our hands rise and fall with the breath. Notice those previous areas of pain or tension. Re-rate them, noticing how they have changed or shifted. Noticing your breath as it comes in and out. Is it easier? Coming back to that permission, I give myself permission to let go of the old, outdated within me. Really feeling how that cleared and created space within the body and within the mind. And as always, I thank you so very much for allowing me to facilitate this session. I hope that you feel calm and relaxed and connected to your higher self.